from your breaking news and weather authority. This is 13 Wham News at 6.
We begin with new details tonight on that fiery crash in a parking garage at Rochester General Hospital. A driver found dead behind the wheel.
It struck some parked cars, continued on, and then struck more parked cars before coming to a rest and catching on fire.
That chaotic chain of events unfolding on the upper levels of the Portland Avenue garage. Good evening, I'm Matt Malloy. Rochester Regional Health providing an update within the last hour. Officials say the hospital, including the emergency department, remain fully open and operational, and patient care is not impacted. 13 Wham's Natalie Calzatoni live from Rochester General tonight with the latest on this investigation. Natalie, good evening.
Good evening, Matt. If you take a look behind me, the fire started on the second floor of this parking garage. We've learned the garage has had a full structural assessment and engineers verified its integrity is intact. Authorities continue to investigate the circumstances behind the crash. Around 11:15 Wednesday morning, first responders were called to Rochester General Hospital for the report of a multi-vehicle collision in the parking garage. Upon their arrival, a car on the second floor was engulfed in flames.
So the fire department put the fire out and sadly located an adult-age male in the driver's seat of that vehicle that was sadly deceased here at the scene.
Captain Greg Bello says the one moving vehicle struck several unoccupied parked cars.
Still working to identify how many parked cars, were around 10 at this point. So it struck some parked cars, continued on, and then struck more parked cars before coming to a rest and catching on fire.
Bello adds officers are working to determine the identity of the victim and the circumstances that led to the crash.
There was people in the parking garage at the time, and so we're working through talking to those people to find out what information they have. If they simply heard, something as minor as heard, a crash above them, or if they all the way up to saw what happened.
Rochester Fire Lieutenant Jackie Sierra confirms the collision ignited the fire and says 24 firefighters responded to the scene. The task force quarantined the northeast corner of the garage for the investigation.
So there are difficulties just because, it's not a regular structure fire. We had to extend a lot of hose lines to get to the fire, both getting water from the street and then also to from the stairs to the car.
The president and chief operating officer of RGH says the hospital's operations were not impacted.
We did have a few members who were in the garage, either entering or exiting the building at the time, so we are providing support for them through different resources to make sure that they can talk through that traumatic experience.
No other injuries were reported. RPD asks anyone with information to call 911, and the parking garage is expected to reopen tomorrow morning. Reporting live in Rochester, Natalie Calzatoni, 13 Wham News.